taking a moment, get situated, feel as if you're connected with the earth. Energy roots going down, top of the head slightly lifted to lengthen the spine. Relax those shoulders downwards. Feel like you're open at the knees. Energy can come up through the body and back down. We'll bring the hands to the heart center in prayer. And we'll work with the breath. We can close the eyes here, allowing the belly to rise and fall with the breath. And then with eyes open again, we'll take the hands through the center, reaching up. And then arms come back down. And we'll go ahead and work with the joint rotations, starting with the head and the neck. So just this gentle head roll to loosen the neck. Returning head to center and reversing the direction of the circle. And again, head back to the front. Next, we want to stretch the neck, so we'll tip the chin down slightly. We'll turn the head. We'll look out over the shoulder. Hold and breathe. Returning head to the front. Then we got the other side. Looking out over the shoulder. And again, head back to the front. Let's take both shoulders now and just kind of roll them towards the ears. And back down. We'll reach forward with the arms. Stretch them to the side. Reach behind you and back to the front. And a nice full deep breaths in and out. One more circle. Then we'll reverse. Starting palms up. Comes in, reach behind you, to the side, unspiral arms, back to the front, and repeat. One more of this one. Moving to the elbows, circling the arms, feeling the elbow joints. Reversing the direction. Next, working with the wrist, turning the hands. Making fists with the hands, going the other way. Open up the hands, back and forth sideways. Little up down motion. And then more shaking the arms out. Relaxing arms down. And we can go to the hips. Feet just a touch wider. Guiding hips in a circle. Back to center, reverse the direction of the circle. Returning to center again. We'll bring feet close together and we'll place the hands right over the knee joints, supporting the knees, a small circle. The center, reverse the direction. The center again. We can stand tall and work with the ankle joints. Shifting the weight, you can keep a foot on the floor if you need to, or whole foot's off the ground as you rotate the ankle joint. Reversing the direction. Pointing and flexing the foot. Turning foot to the floor. Shift weight. Get nice and tall. Working the other side. Reverse the direction. Pointing and flexing the foot. And returning the foot to the floor. Then you want to come back to that mountain pose. So again, we can bring the hands to the heart center. From this position, just taking one arm upwards, stretching it up. Other arm will just be on the side of the body, reaching up and just over the head a little bit. You want to stretch the side of the body. Again, I'm going to breathe into it, feeling the rib cage, the outer part of the shoulder, the hip. And we'll change sides. So one arm goes downwards, the other one's going to come upwards. And you can rest one hand on the side of the leg, feeling the stretching upwards, a little over the head. Stretching the other side. And we'll let that arm return back down again. Once the arms are by the side, let's take them behind the body. Interlace fingers, straight arms. Lift the arms off the back. Chest opener. Breathing into any tightness. And tucking the tailbone a little bit. Soften the knees. And now relaxing the arms down. Return the arms to the side. And then we'll bring them to the front. We'll do eagle arms. So one elbow is going to rest in the other elbow. If you go further, it's wrapping the hands around a little bit. Slight lifting of the elbows. Just hold there, breathe. And releasing by unwrapping arms, returning the arms to the side. And again, up to the front, so you can do the other side. So opposite elbow goes on top, wrapping the hands around a bit, like lifting up. And go ahead and release. Again, just returning arms to the side. And then next, we'll take the legs just a little bit wider. Toes can be straight ahead. So a wide leg stance. And then from here, we'll do a wide leg forward bend. So gauging abs, you're going to tip forward, bending hip thigh joint. About halfway down, go ahead and drop the hands to the floor. Let the top of the head reach downwards. Just hold and and then coming up just slightly, fingertips are still on the floor. Take weight to one side. One leg is straight, one leg is bent. Feeling the stretch on the inner thigh. Return weight to center, and then the opposite side. Stretching the inner thigh. Return weight to center. Return the hands to the hips. Easing back up with a straight back. And then once you're upright, go ahead and set up for a proud warrior. Whichever foot is this direction, we'll rotate out. Toes are forward. Other foot's going to rotate in, so it's on a 45-degree angle. Feel the feet, powerful legs through the hips. Arms go out in that T position, and front leg is bent. Just hold there, breathe. Feeling the feet on the floor, pressing through the back heel, pressing through the big toe of the front foot. And now for the second version of Proud Warrior, where we drop the back hand to the back leg, front hand's going to turn towards the ceiling, going upwards, feeling the stretch on the front of the body. Returning to the regular Proud Warrior. Feeling that for a moment. And then go ahead, relax the arms downwards. Straighten out the front leg. And let's turn the feet to the front. Toes are forward. We'll bring the hands to the heart center. Kind of tuck the tailbone, and we'll sink like we're sitting on a fat horse. Hold there, breathe. Let's go ahead and come out. So we're straightening the legs, hands through the center, reaching up, and arms come back down. And we can go ahead, set up Proud Warrior opposite side. So think your foundation first, your feet first, get them situated. Feel powerful legs through the hips. Arms are in T position. Lastly, front leg is bent. Notice my upper body is straight up and down. It's not leaning forward. Straight up and down. Turning the head, looking out over the fingertips. And we'll do the second version where we drop the back hand to the back leg. Front hand, fingertips pointing upwards. And feeling that opening on the front of the body. Returning to the Proud Warrior. Relaxing the arms downwards, straightening out that front leg. We can go ahead and turn feet to the front, walk or step them back into a mountain pose. And then just go ahead, bring the hands to the heart center. Get a nice full deep breaths in and out. And then from here, eyes are open, interlace fingers, press palms forward. Feeling that stretch in between the shoulder blades. So let's extend the arms above the head. Relax the arms back to the side. And then to stretch the front of the body, we're doing mild back bend. So now the hands are going to support the lower back. Fingertips are downwards. Bend both knees. Compress the pelvis forward. Head can stay right where it is, or you can open the head and let it rest on the shoulders. And we'll tuck the chin back in. We'll come a little more upright. Then we'll go forward to the forward bend. So just easing forward. As you get down there a bit, you can let the hands slide down the sides of the legs. And then loose, dangle. Top of the head reaches downwards. To come out, bending the knees and rolling back up nice and slow. Okay, so let's go ahead and do Warrior One. For Warrior One, I do start with the wide leg stance, but maybe not quite as wide as Proud Warrior. And then I'll decide which the front leg will be this one. I'm rotating, toes are forward. Back leg, the foot comes in just a little bit more than 45 degrees. So I rotate the hip bones over the front leg. So we square over the front leg is bent. Knees stacked over the ankle. Hands can come to the prayer position. Just hold and breathe. Next, you're going to extend the arms above the head. Let the hands come apart a little bit. Again, just looking straight is good. You might want to take the chin down slightly to lengthen the back of the neck. And let's return the hands to the heart center. Taking a breath here. Then next, taking hands behind the back. Hold on to the wrist, nice and relaxed arms. Straighten out that front leg. And then you're going to go ahead and engage the abs, and you're going to bow forward over the front leg. It's a pretty strong stretch, so go easy. Nice full deep breaths in and out. And next inhale, easing back upwards. A nice straight back. Once you're upright, arms relaxed to the side. Turning feet to the front. And again, we'll stand kind of wide leg stance here. We'll bring the hands to the heart center. Tuck the tailbone and we'll sink down. Right on a nice fat horse. We'll straighten the legs. Hands go up through the center line. Allowing the arms to float back down. And we're going to do a wide leg forward bend, but with the chest opener. So I'll take the hands behind back, I'll interlace fingers, I'll grow tall, and then I'll just bow forward over the front here. I'd say about halfway down, go ahead and drop the head downwards. Lift the arms off the back. Just hold and bring. We'll release the arms to the back first. Hands come to the hips. And go ahead, come up nice and slow, the straight back. And again, once you're upright, you can start thinking about the other direction. So I'm going to turn the feet. We're setting up for warrior one. Front foot, back foot a little bit more. Rotate the hips so they're square over the front leg. Front leg is bent. Once you feel stable, hands can come to the heart center in prayer. Let's extend the arms above the head. Just looking straight ahead is fine. Returning hands to the heart center in prayer. Straightening out the front leg. Go ahead and bring the hands behind the back, just holding onto the wrist. Growing tall and then bowing forward over that front leg. Doing a good stretch in the hamstrings. Again, next inhale, easing back upwards. Nice straight back. Relaxing the arms to the side. Turning feet back to the front. Walking, stepping them back in to a resting pose, the mountain pose. And hands in prayer. Just nice full deep breaths in and out. And then we'll release the posture. We'll just take the hands through the center, reaching upwards, and arms come back down. Okay, very good. So let's go ahead and work with the half sun salutation. And that will mean basically that you stand at the top of the mat, feet are in the mountain pose, hands are in the prayer position. Next inhale, let the arms extend above the head. On the exhale, you're doing a forward bend. Just letting the top of the head reach downwards. Come up halfway. Hands are on the knees. L shape with the body. Again, a forward bend. Bend the knees a lot. Pressing back up to sit or to standing. Hands to the middle there, the center line, and then back to the heart center. Just taking some nice full deep breaths in and out. And let's repeat, extending the arms above the head, a little forward bend. Heads downwards, and then you're coming up halfway. Hands are on the knees, L shape. Again, forward bend. Bend the knees a lot, pushing back up to standing. Returning hands to the heart center. Nice full deep breaths in and out. And then we're going to go ahead and repeat, but on this time we're going to go into the lunge pose. So we'll start it out just the same. Let those hands reach through the center, upwards, a forward bend. Top of the head reaching down. Come up halfway, hands on the knees. Again, a forward bend. Bend the knees a little bit so you can touch the floor. Take your right leg behind you. So you're in a runner's lunge. I'm just feeling that for a moment. And then you're going to drop the back knee, flatten the top of the foot, bring the hands to the knees. Now you can stay right here, or to go further, arms are extended upwards. You're just looking straight ahead. Returning the hands to the knee. Returning the hands to the floor. Taking that back leg, kind of just get a little forward first. Bring the foot underneath you. Forward bend. Bend the knees a lot. Pushing back up to standing. Again, hands back to the heart center. Full deep breaths in and out. And now for the other side. So again, think half sun salutation. Inhale, arms extend upwards. Exhale, forward bend. Coming up halfway, L shape with the body. Again, forward bend. Bend the knees, hands to the floor. Left leg reaches behind you. So you're kind of just in a runner's lunge, left leg stretched out behind you. You can drop the back knee, flatten the top of the foot there, bringing the hands to the knees. Now you can stay right here, or you can extend the arms above the head. Returning hands to the knees. Returning hands to the floor. Inching that back leg a little forward first. And then you can bring it right underneath you. So you're in that forward bend. Bend the knees a lot. Pushing back up to standing. Returning hands to the heart center. Nice full deep breaths in and out. Right, and you can just relax the arms to the side again. Turning to the front. And I want to try to get a balance pose in today. So if you're standing near a wall, you can use that if you need it. Or I happen to have a chair. So I'm going to bring my chair a little bit closer in. So it's there if I need it. So one hand's resting on the wall or the chair. Shift weight. Other leg, bringing it in front. Just bending the knee, holding onto the knee like that. Again, growing tall, relaxed belly. See if you can let the hand hover above the wall or the chair. I'm going to let that foot come right back to the floor, back to the mountain. Okay, so before we go to the other side though, let's see if we can do the tree. So for the tree, I'm shifting weight. I can keep, again, a foot on the floor. The knee turns out. If you like, you can put the foot on the calf, the inside of the calf. You can bring the hands to the heart center in prayer. Tree pose. Again, I'm going to ease out of it. I'll bring the knee forward. I'll return the foot to the floor. Again, weight equal on both feet. Okay, so we want to work the other side. So for me, it's easier just to move the chair on the other side. But again, if you're near a wall, that would work too. Changing sides there. Allowing one hand to be lightly touching. Shift weight. Opposite leg now is going to come in front. You're just holding on to the knee. And once you're situated, if you want, you can see if you can hover the hand above the chair. And again, on this side, I'm going to return the foot to the floor. Okay, so that was just a few seconds, standing on one leg. Now I want to try the tree pose. So same idea. You can let the ball of the foot touch the floor for a moment. You can turn the knee out to the side. You can place the foot on the inner part of the calf if you like. Once you feel stable in the lower body, you can bring the hands to the prayer position. And I want to ease out, so I'll straighten out the knee. I'll return the foot to the floor. Back to mountain. Again, just relaxing the arms to the side. So whenever you're working with the balance poses, make sure you're not holding the breath. It's real easy to hold the breath, and that won't help you. So I'm going to move the chair so it's out of the way. And I'm going to come down so I'm seated to the floor. Letting the legs be out in front of me. Just kind of taking a moment. And then I'm going to be just a little bit more forward on the sit bones. Legs are stretched out. And you notice how my feet are touching here? They're a little bit apart. So there's a line through the hip bone here, through the center of the knee, through the ankle, kind of pressing through the big toe so that the feet are level here. Not one foot curled in, they're level. Hands are underneath the shoulders. Chin is down slightly. Called the staff pose. Okay. So from the staff pose, let's do a modified spinal twist. So what I'll do is I'll take my left ankle and I'll just cross it over the right ankle. I'm going to sit up tall and I'm going to walk my hands to the left side. So whatever leg's on top, I'm just going to go that direction. So I'm coming into a twist, looking to the floor behind me. Hold and breathe. And we'll release the twist. We'll face forward again. Sitting tall. We'll uncross the legs. We'll take the right ankle. We'll cross it over the left. Sitting tall. Both hands will walk around to the right side of the body since the right leg's on top. Kind of sitting tall, looking towards the floor behind you. And let's release the twist, unwinding, facing forward, uncrossing the legs. We'll go ahead and come up into that tabletop position. So again, I'm going to get so that the knees are underneath the hips, hands are underneath the shoulders, tabletop. From the tabletop, I'm going to go into hip hinges. So for the hip hinges, I'm going to walk the hands forward. So they're no longer right underneath me. They're on a diagonal line. Fingers are still spread wide. And the idea with hip hinges is you're going to drop the pelvis towards the floor like that. That's number one. Number two is pelvis back towards the feet. So lowering the head in between the elbows. I'll come up again to neutral spine and I'll repeat. So pelvis towards the mat. And then comes up, pelvis towards the feet. Comes up, so again, a neutral spine. And one more time, just dropping the pelvis towards the mat. Taking the pelvis back towards the feet. And I'm going to come back up. I'm going to walk the hands to the back underneath the shoulders. Make the knees right underneath the hips, tabletop position. Fingers are spread wide. And now for stability of the core. And it's called bird dog is one of the names of it. And what you do is you take your right arm, you extend it out front. Left leg, you extend out behind you. You're just looking towards the floor, breathing. And releasing, hand and knee back to the mat, taking a breath. Other side, so left arm extend out, right leg extend out behind you. Hold and breathe. Returning, hand and knee to the mat. Curl the toes under. Walk the hands forward to extended child's pose. And then easing back up. Hands can come underneath the shoulders. Release the feet. Maybe wiggle the ankles a little bit. And then you're going to go ahead and turn the body so you're sitting. And situate yourself so you can roll back on your back. So feet are on the floor, knees are bent, and you're going to walk yourself back down. Feeling the back come to the floor. And now bringing both knees inwards towards the chest, hugging the knees in, bringing your chin downwards. You can stay right in the center, or you can rock back and forth a little bit, massaging the lower back on the floor. And center. Bring your hands, let the hands rest right on top of the knee joints. We'll do hip circles. So you're going to press both knees away from you. You're going to press the knees apart, bring them back in. Guiding the knees in a circle so you get the hip rotation. Back to center. You want to reverse the direction. So both knees can come towards you and then press them apart and then push away. Reversing the direction of the circle. And again, back to center. Both knees hugged inwards. Chin is coming down. We'll return the feet to the floor. We'll take the arms, we'll stretch them out to the side. Palms are down. We'll take the feet wider, about the width of the mat. And then we'll let the knees drop to one side, back to center, other side. Back and forth, like windshield wipers on a car. Returning the knees to center. Go ahead and walk the feet a little closer in again. Return the arms to the side of the body. From there, take your left ankle, cross it over the right knee. Bring your right knee inwards towards the chest, hugging it in. Feeling the stretch in the left hip. You can stay right here, or if you want to go further, taking your right leg and extending it so the bottom of the foot's towards the ceiling. It's a little bit harder, or a lot harder, depending on how flexible you are. Nice full deep breaths in and out. Let's bend the right knee again. Let's return both feet to the floor. And then it'll be your right ankle over the left knee. Left knee comes inwards, feeling the stretch in the right hip. Just hold it. You can stay here, or you can try to straighten out that left leg, bottom of the foot towards the ceiling. I can let the left knee be bent again. And return both feet to the floor. Let's let the bottom of the feet touch now. Bottom of the feet, let the knees open downwards towards the floor. Reclining cobbler's pose. Nice full deep breaths in and out. To ease out, you're bringing the knees towards each other. Feet flat on the floor. Extend the left leg long on the floor. Right knee inwards towards the chest. And then take the right knee across the body. Left or the right arm can reach out to the side. Feeling the upper back on the floor. And easing out, you're coming back to center. You're hugging that knee in one more time. Feeling that hip. And we want to change sides. So we'll let our right leg stretch out long on the floor. We'll bring just the left knee in towards the chest. We'll take the left knee across the body. Other arm can reach out to the side, palms are down. Hold and breathe. Returning back to center. Hugging that knee in one more time. And then we'll let that leg stretch out long on the floor. And we'll prepare for relaxation pose. So both legs are stretched out. Feet are relaxed. Arms are by the side of the body. Palms are turned upwards. You can close the eyes and work with the breath. Nice full deep breaths in and out. Feeling the belly rise on the inhale and sink on the exhale. ahead and do a cleansing breath of inhaling through the nose and exhaling through the mouth. And again. And returning to natural, effortless breath. Wiggle the fingers and the toes a little bit. And then go ahead and bend the knees, returning the feet to the floor. You're going to roll over on your side, just resting the head on the arm. And pushing back up to sitting. Go ahead and come to a cross-legged position if that's comfortable for you. Nice and tall. You can just rest the hands on the knees, dropping the chin down slightly, closing the eyes, and again, working with the breath. And then we can bring the hands to the heart center in prayer. And finishing with namaste. Bow forward.
Thank you, Tamalyn.
Good. I feel really good.
Yeah, very nice.
Yeah, we got to keep this up. Well, the minute you stop, you just get stiff, you know, so you can keep going.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Really appreciate it.
Thank you. See you Thursday, Tamalyn. Bye-bye.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, Tamalyn.
You're welcome.
Good weekend.
Yeah. We'll got no forget Thursday.
Okay,
All right.
I forgot. It's just Monday.
That's Monday, yeah. See you later. So, Isabel, were you able to record?
I don't know what happened, but my phone, like the Zoom went out when I got distracted by these kids, so you're recording. It gave the recording back to you.
Oh,
But it did record.
yeah. Okay.
I'm so sorry.
Were you able to take the attendance this time?
Hold on. Michael. What?
Oh, it's terrible. So I just want to check to see if you got the attendance.
All right. Yeah, I did get the attendance, but for some reason it logged out of my Zoom. So the recording is yours now. Like it gave it back to you.
Yeah.
So you're recording right now.
And I'll see you on Thursday.
All right, you too.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye-bye.